You know, when you're fishing here at Sun's Lodge, Barb, this is awesome.
It is
You got one on?
Wow, I do.
Is that a small king?
That's a small Chinook there.
Yeah, and I think I've got a small one on too, which is great. When you're fishing here at Sun's Lodge, things start kind of early. So every morning, we get a friendly wake-up call from the staff at 4:45, and then it's off to breakfast, and it's usually a continental breakfast with hot eggs, bacon, ham, sausages, and then you pack snacks because you either have the burger boat come up to you for lunch or you have a shore lunch, and then you're off to go fishing. So it's only about 6:45 right now a.m. and Jeff just put the lines in the water. Now, you know, these trophy fish not only are great fighters, but they're also excellent eating. And we kept one Chinook, and even though this is a really nice Chinook, we're probably going to be releasing it. Now, you know, if you fish even in the Great Lakes, not out here on the West Coast, and you use downrigger rods, and I've used downrigger rods most of my life, you should try using these mooching outfits. This is what this is. And with the mooching reel, this is the North Coast Rapala reel. If you match that with a North Coast mooching rod, the rods are a lot longer and they have more play in them than the downrigger rods. And because the reels are a 1-to-1 gear ratio, it's a little bit challenging, more work for the fisherman to try to land the fish. So as soon as I get it close to the flasher, I'm just going to pull the rod back. Oh, good job.
Yay.
Look at that.
That's definitely over 20. Oh, good.
You know, all of the Pacific salmon species mature out in salt water, and when they're ready to run and spawn, they spawn and then they die. But it's nice to have big fish like this that have really good genes to spawn again, especially a nice big female like this. Now, Jeff, I'm going to get you to lift it up. Okay. And I'm going to grab it and he's going to thrash. So, make sure we don't hit Barb with the net. That is a big salmon. That's pretty nice. If you hold the net underneath me, if it falls out, it'll fall in the net. Sounds good. Man, I can barely get my hands around that caudal peduncle. Yes. Okay, you got the net there? I got the net. Barbara, are you ready? It's heavy, hun. Good one. Okay, we're going to get him back in the net. Okay. And Jeff, let's just keep it in the net and in the water so that, you know what, it's got lots of strength. Yeah. So we're going to make sure that it's nice and revived. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sneak right here and grab it. If you hold the net back by the caudal peduncle. What a brute. Nice Chinook. And just going to get it out of the net. It's probably going to take off. Man, heavy fish to hold. How heavy do you think it is? Oh, that's mid-high. That's probably like 27 pounds. That would be my guess. Good fish. Yeah, that's a strong fish. Nice big female. Look at how silver it is, Barb.
Beautiful. It is awesome.
Gorgeous. And I'm going to let go of it, and it should
give her a little
off.
push. Yeah.
There it goes.
There it goes. Yeah.
Very nice release. Jeff.
That's a beauty.
That was right off the bat.
Well done.
Barb,
that didn't take long at all.
Good start. All right.
Fisher girl. Catch the passion.
Now, Italo, this is my favorite bait for smallmouth bass. Now, this is called a tube jig. And the way this is rigged up is we have a tube jig head, and I'm just going to take it out here. That's your tube jig head, and it gets inserted into the body of the tube jig. And this is how we fish it. Now you can see the hooks exposed there.
Now the way you've got it rigged up is great, and that's the way it should be for open water when you're fishing away from weeds and down deeper. But we should tell the viewers that you can also rig up a tube so that it's really Texas rig or weedless. So what I've got here is a tube, same length, is 3 inches, and I've got a small hook. I believe this one is like a number 4 worm hook. So that's the worm hook that's right here. Now I've put it inside the tube, and then it's popped out again, and then I've hooked one side of the tube and out the other. So you can see the hook just on top. So when it's rigged properly, the tube should be straight on the actual hook, and there's no additional weight, unlike this weighted jig head that's in there. So I can actually take this and cast it out all along the lily pads that are here and some of the other weeds, even in shallower water. It's going to have a really slow drop rate, and if I just pull it a little bit, it'll have a nice action from side to side. So no matter whether you rig it like this, Texas rig, or you have it on a jig head, it works really well, especially for bass.